Okay, thank you all for being here this afternoon. My name is Darren Weekly. I'm the Sheriff of Douglas County. Last Friday on March 7th, we had 3 burglaries that occurred in the Highlands Ranch neighborhood in the area of Broadway and East Gateway Drive. About 7:50 that night, a homeowner came home, went inside the house, and then he noticed that a closet was open that is normally not opened. He was there with a friend of his and told the friend to be quiet. They heard that somebody else was in the house and they immediately exited the home. After they exited the home, they saw flashlights in an upstairs bathroom. The male then just shouted into the home, "Get out of my house, get out of my house." And then 3 males dressed in black exited the home. The homeowner then proceeded to engage in a foot chase with these 3 individuals in the green belt behind the house. At some point during the foot chase, one of the suspects turned around, and the homeowner believes he possibly had a gun. The homeowner is not sure. The suspects continued to run. The homeowner continued to follow, and then at one point when one of the suspects tried to jump a fence, the homeowner grabbed a backpack. And then at that time, he heard what he thought was a South American or Hispanic voice saying, "Just take it, just take it." The backpack was grabbed by the homeowner, and then the 3 suspects continued to run away, and then they split up. Our deputies saturated the area and did a canine sniff to attempt to track the suspect down. And the suspect, or the canine, lost the scent in the area of Broadway and Gateway. Our detectives and deputies canvassed the area, and so looking for security video or any other evidence that somebody in the area may have. Earlier that afternoon, a male dressed in all black was seen about 3 o'clock in the afternoon in that same neighborhood, and we believe that that subject was casing the area to determine what homes to hit. So we're very concerned about that. When the backpack was searched, we recovered what is a Wi-Fi jammer. These Wi-Fi jammers can be purchased online for about $250. This particular jammer had several antennas, which indicates to us it had the ability to jam several different types of Wi-Fi signals. The 3 homes that were hit, the suspects ransacked all of these homes. Once the suspects had made entry, they pulled the router cabling out of the homes to ensure that there was no signal. So obviously these suspects are attempting to defeat alarm devices and cameras in the area. One of the homes that was hit, the power was turned off from the breaker box outside of the home. We recommend that people ensure that they have a lock on that breaker box to ensure that that does not happen to them. We're also encouraging people, if you get a signal on your phone that your Wi-Fi has gone out, you should be concerned that there might be something else going on, that somebody had cased your home. As always, we encourage people to contact their local law enforcement if they see somebody suspicious in their neighborhood. The video that we did receive from one of the homeowners, it's pretty obvious this guy is sketchy in the area and is looking at homes and looking for cameras and things like that. So you can contact your local law enforcement agency and not necessarily give your name, but you can report a suspicious person in the area. So we're encouraging people to do that. Had we gone out and contacted that individual, we may have a suspect. During the course of the investigation, after the detectives went out, we did recover several items of evidence that we have the ability to possibly recover DNA from. And so we will submit that to our Unified Forensics Crime Lab to have that checked for DNA. And so I can't elaborate on all the evidence that was taken, but we're going to do everything that we can to identify these individuals and solve this case. One point to make note of, we do not believe this is in relation to the Asian burglary ring that has plagued the Denver metro area. We do not believe it's connected. At this time, we also do not believe it was connected to the Franktown burglary that occurred on Sunday. And so with that, I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Were they targeting these specific homes? Did they pre-plan this, and were they looking for specific items?
It appears they were just interested in jewelry. There was a lot of valuables, including credit cards, that were left out that these suspects were not interested in. But we believe that they were just interested in high-dollar jewelry items. And I will share with you one of the things that were recovered was jewelry. I will share that with you.
Did they seem to know that the homeowners had expensive jewelry, because not everybody has expensive jewelry?
The suspects appeared to go to the master bedroom of all of these homes. Our detectives are still trying to figure out why these homes were specifically targeted. One thing in common with all of these homes is they back up to a green belt, which is where the homeowner chased them to. So we believe that of course is one nexus that all of these homes share in common. So especially if you're a homeowner that backs up to a green belt, we recommend that obviously if you've got camera coverage back there and then motion detector light. I also highly recommend people, if they're unsure whether their home security system or camera system is Wi-Fi based, cellular based, or hardwired, contact your alarm company and figure that out because there is a big difference. These Wi-Fi jammers, again, can be purchased online for about $250, and criminals are using these from coast to coast.
Is this the first time you guys have seen a Wi-Fi jammer used, or is this probably one of the newer methods that you're seeing, or is this happening before, Sheriff?
Unfortunately not. We do see these in other cases. The Asian burglary ring that many agencies, not only in Colorado but throughout the country, are investigating also involve Wi-Fi jammers.
You mentioned that there's a person who was caught on surveillance video, and then you also mentioned that there were 3 people seen running from a home. Is the person who was caught on that surveillance video, did they match the description of the people who were running from the home?
Yes, they did. They were dressed in all black.
Do you believe that it is one of the suspects?
We do believe so, yes. The suspect was, that subject was acting unusual, just acting weird, didn't appear to have a direction. They were, somebody's walking through a neighborhood, typically they're just walking through a neighborhood. This suspect appeared to be casing, to looking for cameras and things like that. And so it was definitely suspicious. I know in this day and age, a lot of people don't want to be involved in something that's going on, but it's really critical. If you see somebody suspicious in your neighborhood, don't confront them yourselves, contact law enforcement. Let us go out there and figure out who these individuals are. You might be stopping a crime forever occurring or solving a crime.
I have one more question. On the locking of the electrical box, can you secure your electric box so someone doesn't come and turn your electricity on?
Yes, there's typically a switch. There's a door panel, typically with a loop that goes inside, and people have the ability to put a padlock or any other type of lock on there. Obviously, you can defeat a lock with a lock cutter, but the more difficult you can make it so people can't shut off your power, the better. But yes.
What's happening in the community here? How does this make you feel?
Angry, to be honest with you. I take it very personally when citizens in my county are victimized in this way. I met with both of the detectives that are working on this case today. I'm very confident that they're going to solve this case, and when they do, we will be very public about the arrest.
I'm just, one more question. These 3 homes, did they all have expensive jewelry in them?
I will say jewelry appears to be the target of all of them, and our detectives are still trying to figure out the nexus. I know this seems like a more sophisticated group, the fact they have Wi-Fi jammers. The Wi-Fi jammers are common knowledge in the criminal world. The fact that these suspects left so much evidence behind for us to test tells me that they're not very good at what they do. And so I think we really do have a strong ability to capture these people because we did recover a lot of evidence that they had left behind.
Could the homeowner who chased the suspects, could he see their faces at all?
He could not make out the faces very well. He just thought that it was a Hispanic or a South American type accent, but one of the pictures that we got, we think we've got a fairly decent picture of the individual. So we'll give the media the best pictures that we have to, if somebody knows these folks, so they can contact us.
Thank you. Thank you, Sheriff.
I appreciate it. Thank you.